Hello everyone, this is Sanjay Bodade again speaking in front of you about English grammar techniques. In the last two videos I had explained present tense and past tense. Today I have brought before you the video on future tense. As I spoke to you earlier that this topic, this coverage, this video will be useful especially for the students of 8th, 9th and 10th standard. Even the students of primary classes, they can use these videos in these studies, in their self-studies rather. As far as today's topic is concerned, as we have come to know about future tense. In future tense, as usual, like in the previous types also, we have learned the 4 subtypes of each tense. If you remember, present tense and past tense. Now today we are going to focus on the subtypes of future tense as well. So here are the subtypes you can see over here. Simple future tense, progressive future tense, it is also called as continuous future tense. Then thirdly, perfect future tense, and lastly perfect progressive tense, perfect progressive future tense. So these are the 4 subtypes in future tense as well. So firstly, we will go through simple future tense. Here, simple future tense. What is the function of simple future tense? Overall, future tense is about future activity, the events that would be taking place in future time, in future tenure, in future period. Function of simple future tense, I wrote here time later than now. In fact, it shows the future activity. So this is simple future tense. In simple future tense, we are going to look out the formula as well, the sentence pattern, the structure of the sentence. In structure of the sentence, here I wrote subject. What is subject? Subject is the doer of action, right? Subject plus shall, will plus verb. So students may get confused using shall and will, to which subject will bring shall or will. That is little confusing for the students, but it's very clear cut. I have written here some of the ideas over here. I shall, if the subject is I, you can use shall there normally. But as far as modal auxiliary verb is concerned, in that case even you can use I will also, but the meaning will be different. So I shall, you will, I is the first person, you is the second person, I shall, you will, and for third person he, she, it will. By far these 3 categories, I, you, he, she, it, they all are singular number. They all are singular number subjects. And on the other hand, the subjects belong to plural number. The subjects are written here in form of pronoun. So they are we shall, you will and they will. So this is the idea about using shall and will. Formula of simple future is subject plus shall will plus verb. Verb, that is base form of the verb, that will give you the simple future tense, simple future action. And here is our first sentence. Shreya is a doer of action. Subject, Shreya will sing a bhajan. Shreya will sing a song. Shreya will sing bhav geet. Shreya will sing a Bollywood song. Any object you can take. Subject plus shall will plus base form of the verb plus object. This is simple future tense. So applying this formula, applying this sentence pattern, structure of sentence, you can frame the examples of simple future tense. Now secondly, we'll go through progressive tense. After simple future, we have progressive tense, progressive future tense. Progressive future tense, of course, it's a continuous action, progressive action will go on in future time. For that, future continuous tense is useful. What is the formula? What is the structure of future progressive? Subject plus shall be, will be. In future tense, let me make you sure that shall and will is compulsory for all the future actions. Whether you are using simple, progressive, perfect and perfect progressive, in all types, shall and will is compulsory. So, in progressive tense, subject plus shall be, will be plus verb plus ing. I insisted earlier you all that for continuous tense there will be verb plus ing, there will be present participle. This is the fourth form of the base form. Base form, past tense form, past participle form and verb plus ing, that is present participle, is the fourth form, and this can be used in progressive tense, continuous tense. So subject plus shall be, will be plus verb plus ing. So here is an example. Shreya will be singing. Shreya is subject, shall be, will be plus verb plus ing. Sing plus ing, singing. Future progressive tense. Now thirdly, we are going to know about perfect future. Perfect future is a very interesting construction. In perfect future, you can exhibit or you can show the expected or planned activity. Expected or planned future activity. I'll give a few examples. In future time, right after 5 years or 10 years, what will happen in your life? How can we predict the life in future time? Just take a quick example of your future life in reference to your career point of view. So I have a few examples. Now we are in 2020. By 2025, you will have completed your education, right? By the year 2027, you will have secured your job. By the year 2029, you will have realized all your dreams. Okay? And by the year 2030, you will have well settled in your life. What's the formula I applied? Here, subject plus shall have will have plus V3 form for the perfect tense. V3 form is necessary, past participle form. That's what we have used here. Shreya will have sung. Shreya will have sung. Shreya is a subject, shall have, will have, plus past participle. Sing, sang, sung. Sung is past participle. So I insist again to learn action verb and its form. Verb and its form, its 4 forms. So that you can learn, you can practice all these tenses confidently. Yeah. So Shreya will have sung, future perfect tense. Now lastly we have come to learn perfect progressive. In perfect progressive future, what's the formula? Just take a quick look. Subject plus shall, will have. Shall have, will have. I repeat, subject plus shall have, will have. Plus been. Shall have been, will have been. Plus verb plus ing. This is again a continuous action, long continuous action, long progressive action in future tense. So what's the function exactly? Continuous up to, continuous up until, continue up until a point in future. So that's what the future perfect progressive action. And formula already I mentioned, and here is the example. Shreya will have been singing a song continuously, right? Shreya will have been practicing a song continuously. Shreya will have been doing the riyaz, doing the riyaz of music. So that's what the future perfect progressive action is all about. So learn all the sentence pattern, learn all the sentence structure in all types of tenses, even present, past, and just today we have focused on future action, future tense. And what is important in all these tenses? Action verb. To learn action verb, because action verb denotes action. Action verb denotes your activity. And in your daily routine life, 24 hours, you are doing actions. And those actions will give you the verb. And grammatically, we will have to use those verbs. We have to use those verbs in our grammatical construction, especially the tense construction. So here we end the series of all tenses, but I request you, I appeal you to learn all these series, all these tenses, series wise, as 2 homework I have given you. Now also one more homework about future tense, 10 series of future tense. In each series there are 4 sentences: simple, progressive, perfect, perfect, progressive. Right? One series I will mention. Okay, one series for example. I shall teach English. I shall be teaching English. I shall have taught English in Cambridge University. Place you can mention. And 4th one, I shall have been teaching English. You also can function, you also can prepare using the formulas in your tense construction. So this is future tense. Now in all these tenses I urge you to practice negative sentence, interrogative sentence. Okay? And in all these sentences, the most important part is action verb as well as auxiliary verb. What are auxiliary verb? They are also known as helping verb. And in these helping verb, in these auxiliary verb, It contains do, does, did. Am is are. Was, were. Have, has, had. And of course, lastly we have seen shall and will. These are the primary auxiliary verb. Even you can use modal auxiliary verb in some of the tense constructions. So here we end the series of all the tenses. Bye for now. Best of luck. Thank you so much.